Right now, I am with James Mitchell Esquire, who died January 19th, 1841, 90 years old. And he was born near Londonderry in Ireland. It says here Ireland, but it was actually Northern Ireland, aka Ulster. And he was born there September 15th, 1750. He came to America in 1772 and served in the American Revolution and was wounded at the Battle of Long Island in New York on August 28th, 1776. But it says that he was a sincere Christian. So the reason why I'm here talking about this man specifically, this Ulster-Scot, is because this man came from the same place that my mother's Ulster-Scot ancestors came from in Northern Ireland. Now, Londonderry is a place in Northern Ireland. I was there. Or no, I wasn't there. I was in Belfast. But Londonderry is on the other side of Northern Ireland. The Protestants call it Londonderry. They're the ones that more than likely are pledging themselves to the Union, to the United Kingdom. And the Catholics, more like the Irish Republicans, call it Derry. They take out London and they call it Derry. As an Ulster-Scot, it says that he was from Ireland. Now, Ireland could be categorized in two different ways. If he was a Presbyterian, which he is, because I'm at a Presbyterian graveyard, he would have identified more than likely as a sympathizer to the Irish Republicans. Now, people that are from Londonderry, they call it Londonderry today or even back then, they are more than likely a Unionist. But at that time, since he was living in the realm of the British Crown, it had been known as Londonderry. But as a Presbyterian, more than likely, and as an American Revolutionary soldier against the British, he would have identified as a Republican. Now, here's the thing. Many people don't realize that these Ulster-Scots from Northern Ireland, County Antrim, County Down, Fermanagh, Tyrone, that whole six-county area, my mother's ancestors came here more than likely as Ulster-Scot Presbyterians, but they were not Irish. Many people conceive these people as Irish, and it's wrong. You might identify as Irish, you might be an Irish ethnicity, but these people more than likely were not Irish ethnically. They were Scottish, more than likely. My mother's ancestors, just like this guy, more than likely was a Scottish Presbyterian of Scottish DNA. His ancestors more than likely came from Scotland, across the channel a little bit, into Northern Ireland in the 16 and 1700s. He came here in 1772, like my mother's Ulster-Scot ancestors during that time, before the Revolution. And for many people to say that these people were Irish, it's not exactly true. But this is a perfect example, and I just wanted to relay that to you, because me visiting Northern Ireland 2 years ago, I learned these differences. There are so many cultural, religious, and political differences between the British and the Irish, the Protestants and the Catholics. And historically, these differences were there back then, and they still reverberate today. And we must understand these differences, because it is very detrimental to your education and to history and culture and religion that we know the difference between this guy as an Ulster-Scot and my Irish Catholic ancestors on my dad's side as Irish Catholic. There's big differences, and we must understand them completely in order to understand not only ourselves, but our ancestors.